A warm welcome to today's first session, Energy Generation. CLT is delighted to be a sponsor for the third year running of this year's Cleantech Innovate, and especially pleased to see so many familiar faces. Welcome to you all. CLT was established in 2006 specifically to support the commercialisation of clean technologies, and it's our pleasure to be working with DEC to coordinate commercialisation support services for over 80 companies in DEC's low-carbon innovation programmes. Thomas Edison opened his first power plant in 1882 in Manhattan, and for the next 30 or 40 years, most power generation was provided by city-scale utilities with local power stations. In the 1930s, we moved to national grids, connecting fewer, larger-scale power stations. And electrification has largely followed this model of centralised generation until now. Today, increasingly, individuals and businesses are generating their own electricity, and this has been made possible by 5 interconnecting factors. Globally abundant renewable energy, above all from new solar technology, whilst arguably the price of fossil fuels will always fluctuate, renewable generation, including solar, is bound to get cheaper. Innovation in storage. Ways of storing energy in batteries and flywheels is becoming cheaper, more powerful and available. Fast-paced innovation from multiple small-scale decentralised generators allows for a faster innovation cycle. Fourthly, intelligent smart systems enable users to manage generation and consumption to maximum efficiency. And novel business models such as ESCOs are proven, and in response, new financial instruments such as green bonds to finance clean energy projects have grown from $11 billion in 2013 to projected $100 billion this year. Traditionally, energy generation in terms of infrastructure and capacity has always been about meeting peak demand. With distributed generation, that all changes. Now, the operational model is to manage electricity demand so it matches supply, without impact on end-user comfort or utility. The most expensive electricity is that consumed at peak times. So instead of turning up power stations, the consumer will be paid to reduce and shift load instead. For a business running a large cooling, heating or pumping system, moderating power use at particular times will not necessarily cause any disruption. This unused electricity and avoided investment, Amory Lovins from the Rocky Mountain Institute termed the negawatt. Essentially, a proportion of what would have been invested in centralised generating capacity is gradually being relocated to investment in energy efficiency and distributed generation and storage. UK's SME Open Energy, providers of demand response solutions, are enabling firms such as United Utilities to have a 50 megawatt flexible capacity to offer National Grid in the next 5 years. We're entering a future where renewable power, electric cars and cheaper storage will transform the way our electricity market works, where the value of flexibility and availability becomes higher than the value of the energy unit. Embracing this opportunity opens up the prospect of cities to once again set up local power and utility companies to deliver a better deal for their citizens. In the UK, Bristol, London and Nottingham are establishing energy companies. And this is not without its challenges. As consumers use less centrally generated power, they therefore pay less towards operation, maintenance and development of the grid. We still need the grid for power trading and backup. In some states in the US, this has been addressed with utilities charging an additional connection fee for homes with the renewable generating potential. There is a lot of debate and legislation around the pricing of this connection fee. Over the last 9 years that CLT has been working with cleantech entrepreneurs and ventures, we've helped with business strategy, market engagement and fundraising for over 200 ventures, many of them in the renewables generation sector. Entrepreneurs will have many more opportunities to create and build businesses in a distributed generation landscape, and CLT is seeing and supporting new types of startups. For example, those with innovative business models packaging and integrating different forms of renewable generation, such as solar, heat pumps and micro-CHP, with storage into buildings with intelligent control, creating premises which generate all their own electricity and energy. And others who are developing a peer-to-peer energy marketplace where distributed generators or providers of storage can get the best price for their exported or stored power by selling their electricity directly to local consumers. Decarbonising the energy supply is a big challenge. Over the last 12 months, DEC and BIS have been in discussions with 8 of the UK's energy-intensive industries, looking at ways to achieve industrial decarbonisation by 2050. Parsons Brinckerhoff and DMV, who conducted the work, have found that whilst core processes in industrial sectors are the source of competitive differentiation, knowledge and expertise of secondary processes, such as utilising waste heat to create electricity or turning waste streams into fuels, can be shared between and across industry sectors. These roadmaps will be published in the coming months, and we hope they present new challenges for technology innovation. It will require many approaches to achieve the challenge of decarbonising energy supply and creating a smarter, low-carbon, low-cost energy system. We have a number of potential solutions presenting here today, and it's my pleasure to hand over to the 10 renewables finalists in solar, marine energy, biomass, waste to fuels and energy. We look forward to hearing your presentations and how you plan to contribute to the future of energy provision.
Thank you, Beverly. Right, here are the 10.